All right, let's dive into this really incredible ancient story. It's about a seeker named Sudhana, and I promise you, it's got this timeless and honestly kind of revolutionary lesson about what it really means to learn and to find your own way.
So everything kicks off with this one question. A young, eager student, Sudhana, asks a great master for help, and it's a question just loaded with hope and maybe a little desperation, a feeling I'm sure you can relate to if you've ever really tried to learn something important.
So here's Sudhana. He's got all the passion in the world, this burning desire to find the path, but he doesn't have a map. He knows his destination, supreme enlightenment, but he has absolutely no clue how to get there.
So he goes to this renowned teacher, the master Bhadrottamā, and he's basically hoping for the answer, that one secret key, that one bit of wisdom that's just going to unlock everything for him and set him on his way.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because Bhadrottamā's answer isn't some simple list of rules or a doctrine you can just memorize. Nope, what he offers is something profound, challenging, and honestly, a little mind-bending.
The master starts by explaining his own path. He calls it the field of practice with no support. Now think about that for a second. His entire practice is built on having no fixed ground to stand on, no single idea, no concept, no belief to cling to. It's about being free from the need to have it all figured out.
And that just forces you to ask a pretty tough question about your own life, right? We spend so much energy looking for certainty, for that solid ground. But what if real growth, what if real wisdom actually comes from learning to be okay with uncertainty, learning to move forward without any guarantees? So what happens when you do that? When you practice having no support, does it all just fall apart? Well, according to the master, it's the exact opposite. The results are anything but empty.
Bhadrottamā says that this act of letting go, of not clinging, it unlocks this state of boundless potential he calls the Inexhaustible Samādhi. It's like tapping into a wellspring that never, ever runs dry.
And check this out. This state of no support doesn't shrink you. It expands you in every way imaginable. It starts with your sight. It becomes limitless. Then your hearing. Pretty soon, all of your senses just open up, which leads to your mind's awareness itself becoming totally unbounded. And from there, your wisdom and abilities can just shine, endlessly, all flowing from this one single source.
But all of this incredible power, it's all building up to the most important part of the entire story. Because after describing this amazing state of being, the master does something totally unexpected.
I mean, at this point, Bhadrottamā sounds like he's got it all figured out, right? He's describing a state of infinite power. You think this guy knows every secret in the universe.
But then he says this. He pulls the rug right out from under you. He admits his own limits. He reveals that his incredible power is actually rooted in deep, deep humility. He's basically saying, look, this is my path. It works for me, but it's just one path out of countless others.
And that is the real lesson right there. It's this incredible contrast. On one side, you've got this almost godlike power, limitless everything. But on the other side, the actual practice is about humility. It's about acknowledging your limits and knowing that your way isn't the only way. True wisdom isn't just power, it's knowing the boundaries of your own perspective. So, after sharing this incredible piece of wisdom, the master does what might be the most important thing a great teacher can possibly do. He doesn't try to make Sudhana his star pupil for life.
He totally understands that his job isn't to be the final destination for Sudhana's journey. No. His job is to be a signpost, pointing the way down a much, much longer road.
And look how clear and practical this is. He doesn't give him another deep philosophical puzzle to solve. He gives him a to-do list. Go here, find this person, ask your question. He's empowering Sudhana to keep going on his own search, to find his own answers.
And Sudhana, he gets it. He totally gets it. He bows full of gratitude, not because he got the final answer, but because he was taught how to continue the search. He realizes the journey itself is the practice.
So when you boil it all down, what's the takeaway here? Well, it's that real wisdom isn't some static thing you finally get and then you're done. It's a dynamic process of seeking, learning, and letting go, all while knowing your path is just one of many.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The master's greatest gift wasn't his answer, it was a map to another teacher. So what if the whole point of learning isn't to finally arrive at an answer that ends the search, but to find better and better reasons to just keep going?